Good afternoon. Good afternoon, dear participant. I welcome all of you for this afternoon session. Good afternoon. Yeah.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Madam, yeah, Madam Vedamani also has joined. Okay, so now I'll give time to our organizing secretary, Dr. T. Sandibala. She will be welcoming the speaker and all of you.
Good evening, dear participant, and good evening, Madam Bedamni. So I welcome you in this webinar, Agro-tourism through underutilized ethnic food, which were divided into three themes. That is, first one, significance of underutilized traditional or ethnic food resources, and second one, nutritional health benefit and immune boosting, and the last one is the economic empowerment by ethnic food tourism. In the morning session, our two topic is already covered by both the resource person, and now in this evening section, we have a very renowned resource person, Dr. Vedamni Khetrimium. So before starting this session, I want to brief about her biodata. So Dr. Vedamni received various renowned award. She is a faculty iconic and the Lady Legend Awardee Jaipur, and she also received Global Goodwill Ambassador India for Humanitarian. And beside, not only these, others are also there, like Confederations of Indian Micro, Small and Medium Entrepreneurship. And she is also a member of National Council member and chairperson of Northeast Region for SIMSME and international board advisor at World Peace Trade and state advisor of Prerona and the vice president of Northeast Women Entrepreneur Association's Manipur chapters. And presently, she is associate professor and HOD in Food Science and Nutrition, Department, Pandit Din Dayal Upadhyay Institute of Agricultural Science, Utlaw, Manipur. And not only this, he is also served as guest faculty at various institutes like GP Women College, Dhanabandhuri University, and also at Caesar Academy of Nursing in India. And I welcome you once again. And now I hand over the second session on the topic economic empowerment by ethnic food tourism. So ma'am, please continue.
Thank you, Dr. Santibla. My topic for this meeting is on economic empowerment by ethnic food tourism. And the objective of my presentation on this economic empowerment by ethnic food tourism is to create awareness on the importance of food tourism in developing the local economy through the adaptation of food experiences as a means of generating new tourism products to meet tourism needs, stimulate innovation, and budding enterprises in the food industry, as well as support marketing of various tourism products, product branding of the local economy, and by extension, national branding. That's the objective of this presentation on economic empowerment by ethnic food tourism. So actually tourism is balanced with the economic, social, cultural, and environmental objectives at national and local level by setting out a strategy for the national development that is based on the knowledge of environmental and biodiversity resources, and that is integrated into the national, regional, and local sustainable development. Actually, it is a tourism that is responsible for both ecological balance and local cultures of the region impacted by tourism development. And it respects local culture, etiquette, language, and tradition in general, and it maintains local identity and integrity.
Madam, please on your video. We are not unable to see your face. It will be good if we can directly see you through video. You're not visible. Yes, we are operating your PowerPoint from here, but your face is not visible.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, now it's visible. Yeah, thank you. We are operating. Can you see our PowerPoint?
Okay,
Your
I'm on.
PowerPoint.
Yeah.
Are you able to see that PowerPoint?
Yeah. It's visible. It's fairly
Okay.
visible.
You can keep on saying that next slide we will be moving on.
Okay, that's fine. So it's just I'm giving a introductory part. Uh, just so it's tourism. It's boosts up the economic condition, and with the increase of GDP and foreign exchange earnings of the nation in monitoring the ecological diversification and environmental the management. And uh, as when we talk about food and tourism, because people need to eat. People need to eat, and they also like to eat, but not just when they are playful. So as well as being a physical necessity of life, it is done for social and pleasurable reasons. Since the pleasure of eating is so important, tourism organizations have acknowledged that marketing a broad range of restaurants in the location is beneficial in attracting tourists. So food is of course a physical necessity, uh, but it embodies cultural identity and individuality, giving the tourists an insight into a new experience, uh, the exotic, the unusual, and a deeper insight into the place they are visiting. Food tourism could be commercial or domestic, festive or ordinary, involving restaurants, festival, cookbooks, specialty, different food events like cookery classes, and any online thing, brochures, food and wine tours. Very much similar ways of products and all, but there are also the tangible aspects of food and drink that provide a knowledge base into the religion and traditions, customs, and history of uh, other places, uh, and in which food entrepreneurs can explore for business and wealth creation. And even in the what to say, as food is a significant aspect of the tourist experience, uh, and of a destination driven by the growing trends of authenticity and the need to have a high quality experience. Food tourism shifts grace to destination. And food tourism begin to catch on as a mainstream interest with the help and exposure from social media and television shows of it. This food tourism also includes the full range of experiences like what I have mentioned, like cooking classes, street food, local pubs, touring, resting, wineries, and so on. So by this time, there was some time for everyone in the food tourism industry is to attract in this field. So in this the slide number two, food tourism, it's I think it's covering. So traveling for food experience. Yeah. So in this slide on traveling for food experience, just uh, is it audible? Hello.
Yeah, it's audible. You can speak.
Okay. Okay. So food has finally become a main motivation for travelers when choosing a destination. So travelers begin to spend more time, money on unique food and various experiences. So we saw a global increase in the number of food tour companies, food and beverages which are focused events, and food and beverage experience focused marketing efforts. Uh, this kind of these things becomes finally mainstream in this field. And when we talk about the experience of food while traveling, I just mentioned about our state as an example, as a case study. So here, Manipur state in India's northeast region, bordering Myanmar, is strategically located at the crossroads of the Burmese, Chinese, and Indian faunal and floral ranges. Manipur forms a natural corridor between South Asia and Southeast Asia, and for this reason, wide variety of plant species are found here, which are traditionally used by the locals for food and medicine for treating different ailments ranging from cold and cough to malaria, snake bite, and stone cases. Besides food products, there are around 30, so I want to describe some about the Manipuri state. As so, Manipur state has 36 ethnic tribes in the uplands of Manipur, in addition to the general population of Meitei, who use a variety of plants and herbs and their parts, including leaves, flowers, fruits, bark roots, tubers for food, medicine, and beverages. And in the Manipuri cuisine, it's quite similar to the traditional cuisines of ethnic communities in Southeast Asia. So the traditional cuisines are rather seasonal, with each season having their own special use of vegetables and preparations. The taste is quite different from the cuisines in the Indian mainland, primarily because of the use of various aromatic herbs and roots that are available in the region. Peculiarly bland, hot, aromatic, fleshy, and healthy foods constitute the traditional meals of ethnic tribes in the state, while a meal is incomplete without a steaming plate of rice. Various green leafy vegetables, meat and fish from mountain streams form part of the day's meal in our state. In hill areas, chicken, pork, beef, and meat of mutton are popular choices for the villagers. Fish is a popular diet for the Meitei population settled in the plain areas. Mashed potato, fermented fish, and chili paste preparation is a favorite side dish for the locals. Xingju, which is a mixed vegetable salad, is a preparation of leafy items from lotus root, fermented fish, chili, and salt. It's an all-time favorite with the locals. So despite the predominance of fish and meat in the cuisine, locals in the Northeast area are generally heavy vegetable consumers, given the fact that these are grown naturally as well as cultivated in abundance. Local tea blends are also inspired by indigenous fruits and herbs. Hence, increases in generating the demand for locally grown produces. The wild tea variety of Tamelong district has a unique flavor and taste of its own, And the same used tea leaves can be reused for 2 to 3 times without losing its original flavor in taste. It's a unique one. The popular blend of Nomanka, which is known as Phylogoganthes tertiforms, which is a traditional medicinal plant, is used for treating cold, cough, and fever by the locals, both in the plains and the uplands of Manipur. It's also can be used green tea, medicinal valued green tea. It is traditionally known to have good antibacterial and antiviral properties. The blend of Haimang, which is known as Rus sinensis, it's a red tea, rallies for its unique citrusy flavor and delicious digestive aid. A nut gall tree, the haimang, is known to be a good source of tannin, a naturally occurring polyphenol and antioxidant. Local beverage prepared with the haika plum, which is known as plum fruit, is quite popular with the Tangkol and Mamui villages settled in the uplands, and is also used as an appetizer. So I have studied on traditional cuisines and beverages of Manipur in Northeast India, and the paper is also shared in the international uh, conferences, and they have accepted the paper and published in the journals. So our traditional cuisine is very much attracted by different people uh, of the world, different people from different countries. And just to continue on our traditional Manipuri cuisines, we call it Manipuri thali, Manipuri pukam. So when in Manipur, that's we make fruits in a local way. It's always good to prepare yourself for the fact that there's going to be a lot of non-vegetarian aspects of the food usually serve and consume in a traditional way. So the vegetarians need not fret, because Manipur got the traditional way of cooking involves fresh vegetables as well as non-vegetables also. And the Manipur cuisine, herbs like nungshi hidak, which is called mint, napakpi, the hooker kai, napakpi, nakupi, which is known as hooker knives, Chinese knives, awa fadigom, which is not known as Mexican coriander, toning hawk, chameleon plant, phakfai, Vietnamese coriander, are some of the examples of herbs that are used in Manipuri dishes. A typical Manipuri meal consists of iromba, which is a very famous dish in the region. It's of boiled vegetables mashed with umorok, which we call king chili, and king chili and ngari, the roasted ngari. It means roasted fermented fish, and then garnished with a choice of aforementioned aromatic herbs. So there's no oil, no added preservatives, no spices. It's a very healthy dish to accompany to a main meal. And also to be had with rice, there is samtong, also known as kang shui, simple boiled vegetable curry, which has seasonal vegetable stew with a bit of ngari, which is fermented fish. And chutney, as we all know, is a very Indian side dish to give your man this a cake. But in Manipur, that chutney is morok metpa. We call it morok metpa, where a paste of roasted chilies, fermented fish, garlic, and salt to taste. It's added based according to the taste. Uh, Here in the besides Maite, here is in the Rongmei Naga communities and Kabui communities, like they like to add master leaves beaten to a pulp, then left to slightly ferment the bamboo. The juice of which is later boiled for over 12 hours to get a dark paste like residue to their morok metpa. They use this mm, uh, they use this as like we Meite peoples are using uh, roasted fermented fish. Here's another cuisine which is known as Yongsak Shinju with pea leaves. In Manipur, stir-fried vegetables are called kango, and this is one of the compulsory items in a Manipuri plate. The locals love their fish curry, which is known as nga thongba, nga atauba, fried fish, are items that you will find on any day. And when we talk about Manipuri cuisine, especially a meal, which is known as uti, it's another star of the cuisine. Vegetarian made of green or yellow pea, soak overnight. It's cooked for a long period till it reaches a thick consistency with the sodium bicarbonate. When in season, rosary leaves, which is known as shawri, and parkia, which is known as yongsak in Manipuri, are a local favorite. So there's also besides this thing that we have foxnut also in our cuisine, which is known as thangjing in Manipuri. So to me, Manipuri cuisine is something that makes you want to learn more about the food you consume. For example, in the case of folkness, which is added in Iromba also. And but to get to the part where actual eating happens, one has to master the skill of tackling with the thorny exterior of the thorny exterior, and it's worth the hard work. And one must address the items that the ngari, the fermented dish is needed in this iromba, in the morok medba, which becomes a main as well as a side dish in Manipuri cuisine. And Manipuri cuisine is organic and easily available in local eateries. Being in Imphal city or any other major towns or villages in Manipur, food is always organic and locally sourced, although preparation may vary. Because most of the fruits and the vegetable and herbs which are found in Manipur are uh, by default organic, chemical-free ones. Besides those who did large farming in larger scale. So another dish one can miss out is the Qingju, which I have mentioned uh, as a mixed vegetable salad, which is often eaten as snacks in this region. This is a beauty. One will find fine dish of cabbage, lotus stem, raw vegetables, fine dish of banana stem, flour, banana flour, powdered fried roasted pea or peas powder, sesame powder, occasional mass boiled egg. It can be, it's based on the choice, fried shrimps, chili rice, and varieties of aromatic herbs, all mixed with fermented fish, which is called ngari in Manipuri. So I personally don't think anywhere else in India does one consume a dish with such variety of flavors, and everything is in one dish. So another cuisine of Manipur, which is known as sahau kheer, made of black aromatic rice. It's a sweet dish, and uh, it is made of black sticky rice, which is known as black aromatic rice. And here, instead of sugar, white sugar, uh, jaggery or honey is preferred by some community, and it is available. And it's the rice that sets Sahau kheer apart from the Indian kheer. It's very unique in this region. So visiting of Manipur, just to give the main reason to invite to visit Manipur is uh, based on the food. Is on food. So so one could say that mm, slide 4, food and memories, please. So, food travelers want to learn about local culinary cultures and customs because they love storytelling and history. They travel near and far to find authentic food and beverage products and experiences. Here, food and drink, as food and drink provide lasting memories that define a holiday or a travel experience. Food is, of course, a physical necessity. We all eat, but it embodies cultural identity and individuality, giving the tourists an insight into a new experience, the exotic, the unusual, and a deeper insight into the place they are visiting. So, food, hello,
Hello, madam.
hello,
Hello, madam.
is it,
Hello. Yeah.
is audible? Okay, I got a call, that's why. Uh, So, to be continue, food has always been a component of tourism, but it is only recently that it has been truly recognized for the significance as it plays in the overall experience of a destination. So, today's tourist is better informed, more cultured, well traveled, and looking for new experiences. And here, food offers a gateway into other cultures through taste, through food preparation, and the whole eating environment. Food and drink provide lasting memories that define a holiday or travel experience. So, food is, of course, a physical necessity. We all eat, but And it embodies cultural identity and individually, giving the tourists and insight in a new experience, the exotic, the unusual, and the deeper insight into the place they are visiting. Food tourism could be commercial or domestic, festive or ordinary, involving these things which I have mentioned earlier also. So to come on the earning revenue, uh, slide number 5. As slide number 5, food earning revenue. So here, one could say that food tourism, as I mentioned, that it can serve traditional gastro destinations like in France and Italy, for example, pasta and all. So food plays an important role in the attraction of tourists and overall experience. So destinations now realize that there is a great potential for food tourism to offer a sustainable tourism product. The wine road or uh, that specific cuisine dishes. So just to ensure that food options on offer are as appealing as possible and shown in their best light, just to attract the tourists. So part of the joy of travel is the enjoyment of trying out unaccustomed cuisines, but not just the eating, but the finding it. Uh, for example, the truffles and the producing of it. Like in foreign countries, Parmesan cheese in Hawaiian. That's so travel exhibitions now provide, I think, ideal platform for food tourism. It can be for country or for region exhibitions, or it can be a standalone attraction also. So just to enter in the earning to enter in this food tourism, we need to train and prepare our foodpreneurs to establish and expand their businesses, because it has a big scope for the entrepreneurs. And we also need to build a worldwide networking platform for existing, aspiring, and budding entrepreneurs, and developing a successful entrepreneurship model for women. So we need to facilitate a platform for budding women entrepreneurs with the help of incubation, training, networking, and funding. Why I'm mentioning women's here is because most of the food-related entrepreneurs, food-based entrepreneurs are women community in this region. That's why I'm mentioning specifically women community. And we understand that these are four basic requisites of an aspiring entrepreneur, and we ensure to back them. We need to ensure to back them in their part of realizing their dreams. The vision to work for the social and economic growth of women entrepreneurs emerged from different angles, and uh, for that for them, we just need to help to develop their entrepreneurial venture, and we need to help in the digital marketing transformation also by giving them coaching or awareness, so that we can make a the space in this food tourism. So, seeing the not very fortunate state of women in India, but just by focusing on to women entrepreneur, uh, we I felt and need to nurture the potential ideas of women entrepreneurs who are working in this food sector in the micro level, and I do believe women. So I think I have just cover up a little points regarding this economic empowerment by ethnic food tourism. Uh, I try to gather meant some points in this deliberation. So hope you all the participants uh, would like to share your comments and all based on this presentation. So for now, thank you, everyone.
As an individual, thank you, Dr. Bedemni, for sharing. Uh,
Thank you.
just give me some. Yeah, madam. Madam, please wait. So please respond some of the. Is there any questions? Is there? Let me check. Is there any questions from the? इसको okay. So chat box. Let us find out any questions. Any participant? Any questions? Participant, any questions? If you want to ask to madam, please ask. You can unmute yourself and you can ask directly to ma'am. Danisha, is there any questions? Is there any questions? Okay, I think, is there any questions? What Manipuri? What Manipuri? What Manipuri? So where is it? Yes, box. इसका नाम क्या है? This is the question. Yeah, questions. What Manipuri ethnic food item are available in the restaurant? Ma'am, please answer. This one of our participants is asking.
Okay.
What Manipuri?
Okay. So regarding that question, if you visited Manipur, there's many restaurants and many five-star and three-star hotels here. Uh, they are providing all the different types of cuisines available here, which are the traditional cuisines which are using in our by our community, by communities of this region, are available in Hotel Grande, classic hotels, and in many hotels which are scattering into Imphal area, even in different districts. Even
Any other questions? Any other questions? Is it coming? Yeah, one question is that fermented species are consumed. Also consumed. Okay. Yes, I can answer this one. Yes, fermented means in the fermented fish also we consume, fermented soybean also we consume, and from the vegetable part like fermented mustard, and pickle is also one of the this preservation done through fermentation, as well as this bamboo shoot is also fermented products. So a lot of fermented this one products are there which traditional people as well as other ethnic people consume. That is very the fermented varieties are vary from this one ethnic to ethnic, but in the, particularly in the northeastern region, many fermented products are consumed here. Okay, next question. Okay. Okay, ma'am, one question is there. That which ethnic food will be more relevant for economic growth? Ma'am, please answer this one.
Okay, so what I have mentioned from many regions of Manipur is there's Chahao Kher, and mixed vegetable salad, Chingju, this thing. But the most economically I think the traditional cuisine which you can't make an entrepreneur in your entrepreneurial venture, you can't take chahao kheer, the sweet item from sweet item of black aromatic rice.
I think if you could get a chance before the
Not only the sweet item, you can get a good platform from black aromatic rice. You can make out of this.
is there any questions? Okay.
Yeah. You can speak.
Okay. Is there any questions? Any other questions? Any other question left out? I think. Okay, economic growth. I think all the questions I think ma'am has addressed. Is there any questions, Raja? Please check it whether any other questions or not.
Just okay. How much up to which question you get?
Yeah, up to this much we have done.
Okay, then I think that's all.
That's all. Okay. So Raja, I want to save this participant with some of the edible insects. This one.
Okay.
So I have put on the slide.
I have one question. Can you hear me? Madam, can you hear me?
Madam,
can you hear me? Hello?
Please unmute. I think this is mute.
She is muted. Yeah, you have muted. Unmute yourself. Yeah, I have one question. Being your founder of Agro Women Entrepreneur Cluster Manipur, what are the ethnic food you are producing, and how you are marketing, and how many customers are there for your product?
Okay. In this agro women entrepreneurs cluster, we are helping the farmers, the primary producers in different districts, and women communities who are residing in the villages. We just try to give post-harvest management trainings, and after that we collect those pre-processed products and bring into our common facility center. For the moment, it's in Vedam Agro Enterprises unit, and everything for the value addition and quality packaging is done in the Vedam Agro Enterprises unit, and marketing linkages is done by Vedam Agro Enterprises for the moment, sir. And we are dealing with ginger, turmeric, pineapple, and black tomato rice.
Okay. So, are there any economic empowerment through intervention of this local food? Through this, are there any socioeconomic development in the families?
Yeah, automatic. Basically, at the first place, our main target is on the girls and the women community in the rural areas. So in the initial stage, their work is only in the farm, and then the household chores. And after approaching and connecting with them, they got extra works, and they can earn from the forest produces they have collected from the forest, just to name some: gooseberries, hog plums, and other fruits items, vegetables items, because we are giving trainings for those foodstuffs, preservation and all. So they are they, after connecting with us, they are earning more than they have done before.
Okay. Ma'am, how many women are working under this agro women entrepreneurship? How many
For the
employees,
moment,
especially for
we
how many?
have, yeah. Well, we have, till now we have MSME register, 26 MSME register women entrepreneurs, and along with it is backed up by more than 700 registered farmers from different districts.
Okay, okay. So are they really able to cook up their family by from this entrepreneurship? How much they're earning? Means anybody who want to take up this entrepreneurship, particularly for this ethnic food, whether this entrepreneurship of ethnic food will be able to survive or not?
Yeah, as till now we are managing with their products, because their produce is coming in large quantity, and our machineries is not capable to process everything. That's why we have applied big projects also for to install for the to install machineries, the high-tech machineries, just to handle those things. And till now, they are improving, they are developing their economic status.
Okay, means so what are the disadvantages or what are the problems faced during the entrepreneurship of this during promotion of this ethnic food for the entrepreneurship program?
Entrepreneurship programs, well, I have joined MSME. They have appointed as a chairperson of Northeast. So after that, all this entrepreneurship development program is doing with the help of this platform also, and I'm also making them joint in the program. Even in the lockdown period, also I'm making to join them in this virtual meeting. So like this, we are just trying to share the knowledge, to enhance the knowledge to the community.
Okay, ma'am. So please share your view regarding the economic empowerment by utilizing these ethnic food tourism, so that new youngsters or new entrepreneurship can taken up, so that we should not lose our this ethnic food. Please share your this one message to all the participants, so that they can get interested and to join this entrepreneurship program using this ethnic food.
Yeah, like you have just mentioned that we shouldn't forget our origin, we shouldn't forget our history. Like that, we shouldn't forget our traditional knowledge, traditional cuisines. So if everyone is attracting to just to in the search of the history, so if we try to promote, if we try to conserve our ethnic food, the value of the cuisine, the knowledge transferred from our forefathers, the traditional knowledge, just if we try to conserve this thing, and if we do our entrepreneurial venture based on this thing, that I very much I believe that it can be very fruitful in the food tourism sector.
The question is, there are some questions here. Manipur food rich in which nutrient and most common nutrient deficiency in Manipur population? Madam, can you hear me? Hello? Yeah. Manipur food rich in which nutrient and most common nutrition deficiency in Manipur population?
Yeah. For example, for that thing we need to do R&D. But I did my work in the Tarao population in Sandal in Ukul district, and in that population, uh, I have found iodine deficiency in the gastronomy while I have studied in the gastronomy of this population. I have found nutrient this iodine deficiency in this population, and like this we need to do more research. Uh, Deficiency of GODAP also. So, so deficiency of nutrient in the individual or population level, we only can find out after studying their food habit, after studying their gastronomy, whether they are taking their food in a traditional way or in a modern way. So what kind of food they are taking, what kind of food preparation method they are uh, uh, using, these things are it gives impact on this nutrient deficiency thing. So
Okay, ma'am. I would like to add some few points here in this regard. So, if you are aware about this one, different vegetables and different types of the this one forest product. If you know about the Manipur. So in Manipur, a lot of vegetables are eaten, and many means wherever I have visited so many part of the India as well as foreign country, but nowhere I have seen these different variety of vegetables that found in our state and all the this one. So because of this reason, might be this region in Manipur. So like the cases of nutrient deficiency incidence is very less. So, and among the this one nutrient vitamin D deficiency of vitamin, many this one particularly women find vitamin D deficiency. So might be because of this less exposure to the sunlight or field exposure might be the one reason. But apart from the other micronutrient parts, so I think using consuming this variety of vegetables, so very less population face this deficiency. And regarding the this and the protein deficiency, I think it's less than 1% people of Manipur face this protein deficiency. No one face, I should say, no one face the protein deficiency.
Yeah,
So regarding this protein deficiency, yeah.
only because people are, our community are using animal consuming animal protein as well as vegetable protein, so there won't be any record for the protein deficiency as well. And regarding the vitamin D deficiency, because with vitamin D, just to provide vitamin D in our body, we need other vitamins also. There should be this awareness to the community, because there is a lot of highly nutritious food producers in this state, and what kind of nutrients is needed with needed with what kind of just as to to absorb the vitamin D in our body, we need vitamin C. Like it, this kind of knowledge should be given to the community.
Madam, thank you so much for speaking to us, and then highlighting this importance of this ethnic food and its value and how to promote. Thank you so much, madam.
Thank you, thank you, thank you,
Thank
Dr.
you.
Santana. Thank you for inviting me.
Dear participant, now for another half an hour, I'll request our organizing secretary, Dr. T. Sandibala, Associate Professor in Entomology. She has done a lot of work on ethnic food like insects. If you go, in insect as a food in many parts of the world, they can do. And, largest consumer of this insect food, China, even Thailand and Vietnam and most of the Southeast Asian countries. In India as well as Northeast, the largest consumer of the insect food. Even if you visit other parts of India, even South, in seasonal times, they collect, even the villages, they collect these termites, they fry it and eat it. Still, it is there. Now, Madam will be speaking on this, insect as a food and as a ethnic food. What are the nutrients and then its contents and how we can promote them. For you, sometime if you look at the insects, it's very difficult to eat. For other people, maybe they're delicious, but we can make it some kind of a byproduct, like kurkure or like kind of a chips or kind of other byproduct. So we can think of it a lot of things because it has a lot of kind of vitamins, sometimes there's minerals. It's very important, and protein, rich in protein. So the madam will be speaking about for about short 15 to 20 minutes, and so all the participants be attentive to that, and that will be the last end of this program. And with this we will so this will be the last session. Tomorrow there won't be any session. An attendance link will be sent to you or your email. And please, if you are not watched this YouTube, visit on the YouTube and then, give your valuable comments in the, comment box. And also, we will give the feedback link shortly after finishing. So try to write your name correctly in that feedback link and correctly your email address in this. So if you have failed to submit this feedback form, you won't get certificate. So please do that. Now I'll request Madam to speak on it.
Good evening, dear participants. So, sir, please share my slide from the beginning. Before first slide. Yeah. First slide. So before starting my this one presentation, so I want to just make an again re-announcement for this one inconveniences during a webinar. So due to the Dr. Ravi Khetarpal was supposed to speak about the significance of underutilized traditional and ethnic food resources. Yesterday night, he's hospitalized due to COVID positive. So we miss his lecture. So hopefully in some coming days, we will again re-invite him and we'll give the chance to listen from him, very renowned person. So before I start my presentations, I want to answer two questions. That is what the people usually have and available food in breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That is for Manipur they're asking. So we are also human beings, Manipuri people are also. So the same way the other part of the India or other part of the country are having, like we have breakfast, milk or tea or some roti and all these things are we eat it, and the lunch also rice and with varieties of vegetables and variety of dishes, both meat as well as both fish. Or fish is the main ingredient in our culture, and so traditionally fish is not considered as a non-veg. So in Manipur, fish is considered as a veg. Actually, it is not academically it is not correct, but traditionally it is considered as a veg. So the same way, dinner we also eat all those things. And the second question is traditional way of using this ethnic food as curing diseases. A little bit I'll be sharing in my lecture. So let's first listen my lecture and then I'll answer this one. So their participants, so it would be something diverted. It is not diverted from the topic, but when we talk about the insect as a food, so those people who already consume insect, they don't feel any hesitations. But those people that is new for insect as a food is new to them, so they feel hesitation and to accept that they feel hesitations that there's acceptance of the insect as food. So particularly the Southeast Asian country, more than 2,000 different insect species are consumed as a food. And when we talk about the this Northeast India, that like Arunachal and Nagaland, and here these edible insects are very much related to their culture. In their day-to-day diet, they used to consume one or another some this one type of the different insect species that available in that particular season. So same way in the Manipur also, more than 33 ethnic people are inhabited in the state of Manipur, and these different ethnic peoples are consuming different type of insect species. Then the insect species may be vary to the ethnic to ethnic, but this one, so some species are there like the aquatic insect, these are common, and about the bee species, these are common. So so this I've already mentioned. So that eating of insect, we are not introducing newly this insect as a food. Insect as a food has been eaten from the time immemorial when the human being started civilizations. Like for example, the silkworm pupa and the product of the insect like honey. So honey is one of the top this one food that is a product of the insect, and other like the this one lake also, like so many insects product we are using in our day-to-day life, and as a food also we are accepting. Okay, so like this is the map of the state of Manipur, that where the 33 different ethnic types are inhabited, and these ethnic types are consuming different numbers of insect species, some are common. So I'll skip those methodology, how we collected the insects, how we collected the information. So whatever from the information that we are collecting from the traditional people, first our target is to record this insect as a food. We approaches to the this one village head or the this one midwives, or as well as we also targeted the young educated people, so that what is the current scenario of accepting insect as a food. So in the early days, these our elders, they used to eat a lot of insect food, but nowadays the consumption of insect food is reduced because of the hesitation or westernization. Maybe we can say westernization, or maybe that new this one food are coming from the different places, attractive food. Because of these reason, now it is reducing. So basically, when we talk about these insect resources, so these insect provide, yes, insect also cause harm to us. At the same time, insect also give different multifaceted utility to our civilization. Like insect as a food we can use, and not only food, we can also be, this many insect species are used in the therapeutic purposes, and these insects are also used in the development of the industry. Like for example, silkworms. So silk industry is already renowned and already developed. And surprisingly, this edible oil is also produced from the insect. That yeah, restriction of the communities are there. Few community, they are using oil extracted from insect and used in their daily diet. Okay, some of the hemipteran insect get extracting from that. And these insect species, both as well as are associated with our cultural activity. Like for example, they use for the decoration purposes, and there is a belief is also there that some insect species bring omen to us like it. So it is, we have divided the use of insect into 6 categories. So edible purposes, therapeutic purposes, industrial purposes, and extraction of oil purposes, cultural purposes, and aesthetic purposes. Okay. So now, this is particularly for the Manipur. More than 70 insect species, more than 24 insect species we have collected from the Manipur that use as a food. Okay, so these are the this one distributions of the different under different order. This has been distributed under 8 order. And among the insect species, that Coleoptera means those insects having the hard what to say, elytra, that is hard wing. So this is consumed. Example like the what to say, aquatic beetles, aquatic which are live on the water, that is aquatic beetle. These are also consumed. These are comes under the Coleoptera, and followed by the Hemiptera. Hemiptera, that is the bugs that these are also at one side. These are also pests, but I want to proceed in the next slide. So means here we are showing, so just the different community vary from the consumption of number of the species, vary from the community to community. Just now, as I have said, this one Coleoptera, that first photo, this one, this is come under Coleoptera order. So this aquatic, so this is also consumed. This all the species here I have shown here is the aquatic edible insect. Okay, this is one is the giant water bug. So very interesting regarding these species. So single one insect costs more than this one 30 to 50 rupees. You know, you maybe believe or not. During this breeding season, that is during the rainy season, what happened? These giant water bug produce the male species, produce some aroma. So, and these people are crazy about this aroma. So they are making like chutney type on, and also means like the bamboo, banana stem, we eat a lot of banana stem. So they are mixing in these preparations of the banana stem with these giant water bug, you know. So it gives some spicy taste also, and some aroma is also there. So these are comes under Coleoptera, and these are comes under Hemiptera, and this is the I don't know any of you have recognized or not. So this is the this one Odonata, this but neem, dragonfly neem. So adult is not consumed, but the neem is consumed. So variety, so many species are there. So these are the neem. This is immature, means the young ones. Okay, so these are also, that is the terrestrial edible insect. You know, anybody recognize this one? This is the bamboo worm. So while doing this one, research, and so many students, I want to share some of the experience that so many students visited my lab. So when this student or when these visitors see this one, this bamboo worm, so their mouths watering. So they are saying, "Oh, this is very tasty one." So when they see this bamboo worm watering in their mouth. So and these are at one side these are pest. This is also pest, but this is consumed as a food. Okay. So and so this is the young one and the
దాన్ని పీక్ పీక్
Continue.
ఏమ్మా
okay, okay. So
కింద
issue is there. That's why
Yeah,
I'm
some
stopping.
people are.
So
thickness
please
is
unmute.
what
Dear participants.
వెయిట్ ఏం లేదు థిక్నెస్ కదా మనం చూసేది మందం ఏం పెరగదు కదా
It is a good connectivity is there.
Yes, just yeah.
Okay, some technical problem was there. So we can continue with these presentations. Okay. So is it the previous one? Then let's go to the previous one. Then keep on admitting. Okay. Okay, now next so all the silkworm that are shown here, all are though they are giving. So it's not shown.
Just
Okay, so the silkworm, say on one side, the silkworm they are giving silk. So silk is one of the. Please wait for some time. Okay, there's some technical connect. We are working on it.
many people are there. Yeah, around 106. They are there. We are there.
Okay.
Speak now.
Sorry for that internet problem was there. So we'll continue with presentations. Okay. So regarding this silkworm, so this silkworm not only gives the queen fabric. So silk is not the fabric that produced from the silkworm is known as the queen fabric because of its highest and the finest quality. So in this world, so there are 4 different variety of the threaded variety, that is Erie and the mulberry variety that is commercially available. This pupa, this is considered as a waste, is a edible, and not only by the different community, but it's coming. Is it okay? Okay. So so this. Not only these, not only silk they are giving, so all the rest of that that is product which we consider as a waste. That is the, I think, slide. Okay. So this is also consumed. So under this one silkworm industry, so 100% utilization it can be happen. So these pupa constitute about the 70% of each content. So all these 70% under this silkworm industry, it considered as a waste. But when we this one look into the edible purposes, all this can be consumed. So there is no waste. And one thing what we can do is those this is highly proteinaceous, and regarding the other micronutrient also high micronutrient contents are here, and these I'll be showing in the next subsequent slide. So so here while we study these different insect species, we also taken out of these different insect species which one is preferred by the this consumer. Like for example, some of the 3 insect species here I have shown in this slide. That is the one is the bamboo worm. This is one. It is also considered as one of the favorite among the respondents. Okay, so this one we calculated on the basis of use value. That is this is the mathematical conversation that we calculated. So to calculate the preference among the respondent. So this one is shown as the highest, and another that is the pupa, that is the pupa and the pre-pupa as well as larval stage of the bees. Both as wild as well as domesticated, it is also people prefer at the most. And another species that is the aquatic beetle. This is this species also people prefer. So like that we calculated, we find out among these different type of the species which one consume most, and what we can take up, what we can proceed further for the this one commercialization as well as value addition. So, while doing this research on these edible insect, not only we just documented and we just this one collected, and the other thing that we recorded is that how they prepare, what are the ingredients, what are the ingredients they use. Well, so not only these edible insects are consumed alone, so to increase the taste and the flavor, they also added so many this one spices and other vegetables. Like these are divided into 4 forms. Like they also consume roasted form, and some of the species they also consume in the raw form, and some of the species they prepare the curry, and some fried also they consume. Like other herbs like the alum, garlic, gingers, onion, and some other this one herbs they also added to increase the flavor as well as taste. So, and here I want to highlight some more points regarding the economy. So we are talking only for this one consumption. No, these edible insects also have income generations. Like in the local market, when you visit, not only in Manipur, not only in Assam, all the 8 different states and other part of the country like Southeast Asian country, when you visit these places, this market, you will find many edible insects species that is sold, and these are means of income generation. Like some of the example I've shown here. So like for example, these honeybee, the per hive of the size of 4 into 4 into 2 centimeter, how much they are charging? 200 to 500 rupees per this one hives, like of this of size. And the others like the Lithoceres indica, that is a Zine water bug that I've mentioned you, minimum of 15 rupees they are charging per insect piece. So these edible insects not only provide food, and it also help in generating income in our in our local people, and boosting their economy. So there are still now all the edible insect, whatever we are mentioning, they are collecting from the wild, except the silkworm species, which is particularly rare for the silk production. So only these 3-4 species, captive cultivation is taken up in the large scale for the production of silk. At the one side, we are able to consume this pupa, but the rest of the edible insect, whatever we are mentioning, the 100 numbers, 200 number, these all are collected from the wild. So until and unless we taken up for the measures for the mass production, that will be extinct from these arts. So it will be finished very soon. So like this is so here I'm showing that these are the different market that that we have in the different part of the state of Manipur, in different districts. So in all the market of the district, that many species are found to sold. Like for example, in Churachampur district, when we visited this market, so more than 7 insect species where we found selling. Like these are some of the photographs that these women are selling these dragonfly neems and this aquatic hemipteran. It is sold in the hotel, and like that people, their income generation, they are also helping in the income generation. So we can promote, we can buy the this one. Doing this captive breeding by producing in the large quantity, so we can increase their income. We can that will help in the sustainable process of these edible insect also, and at one side that income can be increased. So these are some of the popular edible insect that is eaten in the different part of the Manipur as well, different part of the Northeast India. So these giant water bugs, like giant water bugs, and this is the termite, and this is the wasps hives, and how they are collecting. So this is how the bees are collected, and this is how the this one bamboo worms are collected. They will be looking for those bamboos which are dying or which are having hole. They will cut those bamboo and they will collect the insects like that. And this is how the aquatic insects are collected from the wetlands and from the lakes. And so, as I've told you regarding the nutritional profile, so we have find out the nutritional profile of the 17 more than 17 insect species. Here I'm showing the for the 17 insect species. On an average, these insect species are very high in the protein. So proteins are ranges from the 30% to 70, up to it goes to 70%. So these are the protein content. So here on an average goes up to above 80%. And oil content, as I told you, one species that is the hemiptera, that is a udanga, this one produce the edible oil. So regarding the, as I've told you, this micronutrient. So these insect species, no doubt, these edible insects present lot of micronutrients, like they are high in the magnesiums, they are high in the magnesium, as well as zinc content is also high, and the calcium content is also high. And when we also studied about the presence of the antioxidant property, so some of the insects are having high antioxidant property. One of the best example is the ED silkworm. ED silkworm have very good antioxidant property. So consumption of these edible insects are already known is not poisonous and not harmful. And when we also tested about the anti-nutritional properties, like some of the example I'm giving here. So like the phenolic content, tannin content, these edible insects contain less anti-nutritional property. And one question that I've already said that I'll be answering during my lecture. So you have asked about the use of these ethnic food in the disease treatment. Yes, vegetables are used for the treatment of the ailment by the local healer, local traditional practitioner. And so when we talk about these insect species are also contributing in the treatment. Like these are contributing in these 13 different ailments. That is the problem of digestive system, problem of urinogenital, respiratory, and body fitness, and the skin, like tumor, all these whatever mentioned, these are collected from the references. So these insects are also used for the treatment under these 13 category. So among these edible insect, like this from the Manipur, so more than 20 insect species are used in the treatment of 29 ailments, which are categorized into 13 different categories. Like some of the example, like this one giant water bug also used for the treatment, and the bees are also, and that queen termite and blister beetles, like that. These are the example of the both edible as well as medicinal insect. Regarding the blister beetle is not edible. It is used for the medicinal purposes. Okay. So this is some of the collection that all the this one insect that is which produce a silk. Only we are using the 4 traded variety lots in Northeast India. This is considered as a origins of this one 54 species. Here in the Northeast India, half of the dozen of these silkworm wild silkworm species are available. Here I'm saying that all the larvae and all the pupa are considered as edible. Okay. So, when we discuss about the medicinal purposes, use of insects in the medicinal treatment. So without the scientific validations, we are not going to believe blindly. So to see, to taste whether this whatever our traditional healer or whatever our elders claiming for the use of these insect in the treatment, whether it is right or wrong, we have selected to taste it. For the scientific validations, we have selected a few species. Among the species, this giant water bug venom, we have selected. Surprisingly, we found that this is one of the traditional people that claim they use this giant water bug venom for the treatment of the benign tumor. That one, this not carcinogenic tumor, that is the benign tumor. That is the so they are using this venom of this giant water bug, and this is this photograph I've shown. This person himself has treated with the venom of the giant water bug, and his tumor, this benign tumor is cured. Okay, so to validate scientifically, we have extracted the venom and we have undergo different tests. Like we are also not doing alone. We are collaborating with this one doctors and RIMS also to validate whether actually these use of this insect venom is helpful or not. Like surprisingly, this is the operated benign tumor from a patient, and when we this one place in this near we place this giant water bug, surprisingly it suck all the this one tumor. They induce extra oral digestion is taking place, so they induce their venom or their salivary enzyme. So it is extra, there's orally, in the organ, it is digested. Here you can see. So after 3 hours, we remove these, we separated these tumor. So you find it clear that is the digestion of this tumor started. So our interest became more. So we want to study what is actually there. Like that, still it is going on. So just for scientific purpose, that we should not believe blindly. We use the cell line, that is the cancer cell line, that is the epidermoid, as it is treated in the benign tumor. So we selected one of the cell line, that is A431. So we have tested, we have done many experiments. So it was shown that this, after the treatment, after 24 hours, 3 hours, and after 74 hours, they reduce. We have seen the this one, that that is the effectiveness of these salivary venom. So, like for example, these are some of the this one peptide. We have this one sequences. Though these are some of the peptides that present in this venom. So these are having this one like anti-tumor property, antimicrobial property. Like this, still research is going on. It cannot be the for 1 year, 2 years research. It is a long process research. So what I mean to share is that, so we are not going to believe blindly. So we need the scientific validation. So all may not be true, but some of their this one seeing is really have the scientific value. That I want to share that militin. This is extracted from the bee venom. That is, it is already proven and it is already marketed and it is scientifically proven also. This is helpful, and as a medicine also it is available for the treatment of the arthritis. So like that, some of the insect species really used and really useful in the treatment and the curing of the many diseases. Like the best example right now I can cite is the melittin, which is the extracted the active compound from the bee venom. So thank you with this. So my this message to all the participants is that that insect resources, what they are saying to us is keep on exploring me. Exploring me is the insect. So I'll give you the wealth. Means insect will, in turn, insect will give the income to us. So at one side, I think I have also slightly covered all the three topics: nutritional aspect as well as important, as well as empowerment by encouraging the ethnic food. Thank you all. If you have any query, and let me know.
So before asking the query from Madam, I would like to elaborate this seminar. From the beginning, what we are focusing is to promote your ethnic food, whether you are in South India or Central India or West India or North India or East India. So we have a vast diversity of ethnic group and also ethnic food. And wherever the land you are, don't forget your ethnic food. Our motto is to expose them and bring into that ethnic food to available to everyone, so that our nutritional security and our health will be improved in the coming days. That's a motto. And using this opportunity, the youngsters and graduates, they can explore, and with that possible ideas, they can come out and sell it. So ethnic food, it starts from the vegetable fruits, which are unexplored, even minor fruits and vegetable and their byproduct, fermented food. They have a rich in nutrients. So sometime if you go through, allow them to ferment, the nutrient facts will be fortified. And, kind of in the morning also, Madam said, fermented food have a, prebiotic gate. So it will, prebiotic, so that will improve and enhance your, digestion. If your digestion is good, if your absorption is good, and the nutrient will be, absorbed by the body, and it will be available to any time, any microorganism enter in your body. And that can be, for a boost to the immune system to fight and clear all kind of, incoming bacteria, virus, and so on. So all rich in, all ethnic food are rich in nutrients and minerals. So from the morning session onwards, different speakers, they have exposed that the different kind of, product, starting from the, non-vegetarian food and, vegetarian food, vegetables and the fruits and so on. And the last session we had it about the insects. Okay, so I hope it will be very useful for all of you. And if you have questions, it's there. Just, yeah, madam will like to answer it. Uh, by the way, I thank you very much for Madam Sandibala for highlighting her work and to promote this insect as a food, ethnic food. What are the nutrients behind it? And not only as a food, but it has a lot of, medicinal properties. She has explained that. Thank you so much, madam, for bringing or presenting your research work and exposing to all the participants. Thank you so much, madam. Now, let's see that.
More better.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Let me see that. Here questions. Any question? Any question from madam? Okay, so somebody has raised the hand. Let me unmute. Okay, I'll give the privilege. So you can unmute and you can ask. Okay. Just I have given a privilege to unmute yourself.
Hello, sir.
Just a minute. I'll scroll down if any questions.
Hello, sir.
Are there any? Yes, please. Tell your name.
I am Dr. Vijay Mantik from Karnataka, sir. Horticulture University, Karnataka.
Okay.
Madam, how will you kill the insect before going for cooking?
It's a very nice question. So, this one, putting a boiling water that also kill. And regarding this one silkworm pupa, as I've told you, this already kill its boil, means for the removal of the silk already boil in the water, so it's kill. And the other, we just this one we can keep it for a few minutes in the freeze also, this ice freezer, that it automatically kills like that. And particularly these giant water bugs also, it is we kill it by pouring the hot water. So this is a simple way to kill.
How about
and, roasted? Yeah.
How about removal of excreta from the insect body, madam, before cooking?
So, sir, it is very small, and usually they did remove the excreta. Very little bit of excreta is contained. So far, and one thing what you can do is we can keep overnight starvation. So when keeping overnight starvation, automatically they will remove the excreta from there as a physiological process. They will remove the excreta from their body. Directly you need not to consume immediately. If you keep a starvation for a whole night, then automatically they will remove themselves. And you can continue.
Actually, madam, I was there in Assam for 21 days, but I did not got an opportunity to eat insect. I was there in Assam Agriculture University, but I did not eat. At that time, I was not going. I came.
Iri pupa, they sold in the market. This Iri pupa as well as Pri pupa is sold in the market in the Assam. This Iri pupa and Pri pupa is also not considered as an insect in Assam because culturally they consume this one. And in the festival like Bihu also, this Iri pupa is consumed. And here I want to add one more point. Like in Manipur, that is the Ukhrul district is there. In their culture, what happened? So those ladies who got married or their sister, if they don't provide this curry of this one bees, they consider that their affection is not there. So it is especially even the VIP camp, so they offer this curry.
Okay. Thank you, madam.
So
Thank
next
you.
question is,
Thank you.
are there any health risk related to insect consumption?
Yeah, as I've already told you that we are not going to introduce any new insect species as a food. Whatever we are mentioning, that whatever the number, like all over the world, more than 2,000 species are consumed. These insect species already consuming from centuries. So no need to worry for the consumption of these insects. And for those people who are not traditionally consume insect as a food, that they can also get the benefit of this nutritional content in the insect. Like we can take up the venture for the protein powder, like from the hair protein powder is available in the market, in the different market. Like that we can also synthesize we can also extract the insect protein as in the form of powder. These can be added in their different type of dishes as a value addition. That venture we can take up. I have initiated in the silkworm pupa as a protein powder, PPC, like protein concentrate powder has so already experimental stage. I have done it. So in the last venture, I have not done it, but as a research purpose, we have tried. So this can be taken up.
Oh, madam, one more question.
Yeah.
How these insects are available in the market, ma'am? Do farmers rear for commercial, and how do they do it commercial, ma'am?
Yeah, as I've already told you, these insects, apart from these silkworm, there's 4 different traded variety for the production of silk fabric. So only these 4 species are commercially produced. There is some part of the country, or some different part like the grasshopper mass production is taken up, but particularly for the Northeast India, still no insects mass production is taken up. Whatever they're selling is also collected from the wild. So until and unless we taken up, this one give the awareness that we should try for the mass production, then there are chances for the extinction of all these insect species. Like particularly giant water bug, almost it is likely to be extinct in Manipur, because here it is very difficult to find. Whenever we see these, there is no escape for these insects. This giant water bug, no escape, because per pieces they are selling at the range of 30 to now it is goes up to 50 rupees per piece.
Okay, so next one is, ma'am, what is the benefit of Rhinocarpus coconut worm in medicinal use and its nutritional value?
Regarding this medicinal, this one, I'm not sure, because whatever we are mentioning here is collected from the traditional knowledge. And regarding the nutritional purpose, the fat content of these rhinoceros, the bamboo worm, it have a lot of fat. So fat content is very high. Means oil content is very high in this particular insect species.
Deviate from topic.
Deviate from the topic. So one natural control means if you are started consuming these grubs, automatically it controls. So rhinoceros with the both adult as well as the both grubs is edible. It comes under edible insect, so you can control by eating it.
This, ma'am, why Hymenoptera group the highest in consumption compared to other groups?
Already I have cited example of the one of the community that inhabited in Ukhrul district of Manipur, that already I've cited that if they didn't provide this Hymenopteran pupa or the pre-pupa curry to their married their daughter or the sister, they consider that affection is not there. And this is just because of the taste and because of this mainly for the taste, so they are considered this highest this one.
Okay. Yeah, our topic is ethnic food. There are questions coming up that how to control this insect, right? And how to manage. I tell you, I want to share one of the story. I went to village. They were asking, there are, in soybean, a lot of semi-loopers are there. So the farmer is asked how to control this semi-looper. With all the effort, I narrated this and that, this, okay, how to control this semi-looper. At the end, okay, he said, right? So I'll follow it. Then he told me that I collected all the insect yesterday. I roasted and fried and ate it. It is very nice. So I said, this is the first method to manage this one. Need not to buy, chemicals or other methods to employ. So I learned that. I told him, this is the best ever method, and promote it also, collect it and sell it. Even now, even late night, even midnight to 10 o'clock, if you come to our campus, horticulture, people will be surrounded near this tree bean, Dalbergia, and also it is attacking the tree bean, Parkia species. A lot of semi-loopers, they'll be shaking the tree and collecting a lot of this. They make a chutney out of it with ginger and chili. So people will be in a line collecting, all these insects. So, and also not only that, it's not only saying that insect, it's ethnic food means everywhere, it's very common. If you go to Andhra, Gongura chutney, it's a very famous. So hibiscus, like kind of indigenous plants, they make chutney and pickle. If you promote it, that is also indigenous food. Like every region, every land, every state, they have kind of plants and right? So our idea is not only focusing on this topic, and we are, so all plants, herbs, fruits, vegetables, all kind of, right? Okay, so with this, we are concluding. I'll give this our coordinator, Dr. Denisa Rajkova, Assistant Professor in Entomology, to propose this vote of thanks. After this, I'll give the announcement.
Thank you, Raja sir. Good evening all. As we have come to the end of this webinar, I deem honor to propose vote of thanks on behalf of organizing committee to those who have directly and indirectly contributed to this workshop on agro-tourism through underutilized ethnic foods. And at the outset, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Professor M. Premjit Singh, Honorable Vice Chancellor, and Chief Patron of today's webinar, Central Agricultural University, Imphal, for his support and guidance. And I also would like to extend my hearty vote of thanks to eminent patron, Dr. S. Basanta Singh, Director of Instruction, Central Agricultural University, Imphal. And I also would like to extend my sincere thanks to the Dean and Chairperson, Professor B.N. Hazarika, College of Horticulture and Forestry, Pasighat. I also would like to offer my special thanks to Associate Nodal Officer, IDP of this webinar. Further, I also wish to express my gratitude to all the resource person, Dr. Rajendra Kumar Mazumdar, Dr. Shraddha Marathe, and Dr. Vedamni Tribune for making excellent presentation and making the webinar interesting and meaningful. I also would like to thank the coordinator, Dr. R.C. Sakwar, Dr. N. Sobina Devi, and Dr. Ajay Kumara KM. Finally, I also would like to share my heartfelt thanks to all our distinguished participants for their active participation, and one and all who directly and indirectly involved in conducting the webinar. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, so now there is a couple of announcements. We'll be shortly sending this attendance link to you all, and just to fill it, and there will be some questions, a feedback form, just to fill it, and it will be open till 9 p.m. So that will be considered as your attendance, and we will issue the certificate to those who are send this feedback form. Okay, so tomorrow we may not have this webinar. Today we have concluded because we have a program in our college. There is another program, so we'll be using the same Zoom platform. So with this we are concluding today's program, and just start your video. This also will be keeping us attendance. Okay, so I request all the participants to start your video. We want to take a record of it. Yeah, start your video. Yes. Just a minute, it is recording. Yeah, start your video. Only few have started.